I haven't eaten chicken in 8 years. I've had no chicken.
Why is that?
Because I felt that the poultry industry is the chickens that are coming out of there are not healthy. They are just, bred to be something on your table. There were chickens that we would run after and we couldn't catch them. Those were the ones we ate. And the chickens that you're eating now can't even run 10 meters.
They're
Yeah.
freak
So,
shows selectively bred to grow so quick that their legs can't support them, and they're just 6 weeks old
yeah,
when they're killed. And
exactly.
Yo, Mathias her, og jeg er på Jernbanetorget, Tigeren. Fikk jo Birger litt over kneika, så nå er jeg her med Nico Stang. Han har også lyst til å begynne med debatter. Han har startet YouTube-kanal han også. Sjekk ut kanalen hans og subscribe der. Han har jo masse følgere på Instagram. Så nå er vi her for å få til noen debatter og samtaler. Okay, we're back. Like I was saying, all animal products come from non-consenting individuals who all eventually are killed. From what you told me, it seems like you're agreeing with the principle that we should try our best to leave animals alone when we can.
Yeah, I mean, for example, in my religion, Islam, there is a saying that don't make your stomachs the graveyard of animals. That means do not consume meat or animals more than that is necessary. But on the flip side, there is another one that says at least have animal meat once in 40 days. So there's a kind of a moderation. I mean, you see a lot of people just excessively eating meat every day, which is not correct. And there's also another side where nobody eats meat. So that's also not what is favored. So it's kind of in the middle.
Yeah. So if I'm right, the prophet he ate meat like once every 40 days, like you said. Or
It is said that a person should eat meat once every 40 days, even if he has to beg.
okay, because in the time when the Quran was written, they didn't have B12 supplements like we have today. And there's also no religion that mandates eating animals. So it's permissible, but like it says, no religion says like you have to. So there are many vegan Muslims as well.
Yeah. So
And the thing is, vegan is always halal except for alcohol. But like you can never be sure of a halal stamp if there's meat because you don't know what happened to the animal down the line. And if the animal suffers, it's always haram. Yeah.
And the thing that I'm pointing out is that how cultures and societies and civilizations have been brought up. So I think what has happened instead in the last many years in societies that have improved economically is that they have money to eat more and more. So they naturally go towards meat because it was considered expensive. And
It's
they
a
can't have-
luxury, yeah.
Yeah. So it's become kind of like that. But yeah, I mean, I definitely support eating healthy and eating good things. And it is, of course, on the other side, you see that people who eat a lot of meat, they also have heart problems. They have a lot of diseases. They encounter a lot of issues as well.
Yeah,
So
that's completely true. It's like the leading cause of many of our main killers, like heart disease, cancer. But just to be clear about it, that veganism is not about health. Like you can be very healthy as a vegan. Whole foods, plant-based diet is proven the most healthy. But you can also have junk food as a vegan and get drunk or like it's just about not violating the rights of animals and
Yeah, I
not seeing them
understand.
as resources. Yeah.
what you're pointing out to, what you're underlining is a point of morality.
Yeah, yeah.
Comes from
Yeah.
morality. So yes, I mean that's something interesting, and I can read more about it.
Yeah, that's cool to hear. And like you said, like it will take time for everyone if everyone ever is gonna go vegan, but society don't need to change for us as individuals to change. And culture and society is just built up by individuals. So the more people who change their habits, then the quicker the change is going to see. More and more people are turning vegan, like you said. And I think in the future we'll look back upon what we did to animals with kind of like the same horror as we today look back upon things like slavery or other injustices in the past. So, what would stop you from joining this joining this movement?
Well, I mean, I'll have to, read more about it, become more aware about its merit. Me personally, I haven't eaten chicken in 8 years. I've had no chicken
Why is that?
because I felt that the poultry industry is the chickens that are coming out of there are not healthy. They're not. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
they're
just
they're
yeah.
freak
So,
shows selectively bred to grow so quick that their legs can't support them, and they're just 6 weeks old
yeah,
when they're killed. And
exactly.
yeah,
So it's like when I met a person from the army, and he's like, there were chickens that we would run after and we couldn't catch them. Those were the ones we ate. And the chickens that you're eating now can't even run 10 meters without. So it pointed out towards how unhealthy and that they are just, bred to be something on your table.
that's all true. Those are all good reasons not to buy chicken. But the same is often true with most other animals too. Maybe not to the same extent as chickens, but most animals raised for meat are also selectively bred to grow
Yeah.
quick
These days, yes.
and also like people say it's fine if you treat them better, but like no matter how we treat them, like they're all eventually killed also. So, and if you don't need to kill any sentient being, then do we have a reason to? If you don't need to, like a good justifiable reason, I mean.
It's all about the way of life. I think humans can define their way of life, and if they find that there is value in not eating meat and not killing animals, then I think that's a choice they can make.
Yeah.
And there should nothing be standing in the way of that.
Cool. I'll don't think I need to hold you here forever, but I will encourage you to watch some documentaries. I can give you a card with some resources, and I also want to leave you with a perspective a lot of people think about, and that is the like supply and demand. These things only happen because people pay for them to happen, and even though most people aren't thinking about it, they are actually active participants in this violence through their purchases. So as long as you're not vegan, animals will go through violence because of you. And that's the main benefit of going vegan, that like this is no longer happening on your hands, like or because of you. And really appreciate you sitting down for a talk, and I hope
Nice to meet you too.
yeah, I hope this was you got something out of it as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of points to think about,
Yeah.
definitely. And
So
there is a lot of learning from this session.
yeah, I'm glad I could help. So thank you so much for the conversation.
Okay.
I can write down some more resources if you want. There's an app called Happy Cow. It shows like vegan options around you, like wherever you are. And there's also a website called Challenge 22. You can join for free, and you get like a free mentor who answer all questions that you might have about like how to, if you want to veganize a dish. And also if you want to make something like a dish, you can always just type in like vegan or plant-based next to it, and then like you get like 100 recipes online, and it's really easier than ever. Like,
I'm part of an organization in Pakistan that's called Voice of the Voiceless.
okay.
It helps stray animals or animals that are being tortured or beaten up. So we treat them medically and make them find them homes.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of people contribute towards it. So
Yeah.
it's a very growing movement.
that's, I don't know if it's still filming, but that's also a good point. I remember you mentioned with most people wouldn't hurt dogs and all of this. So
Have you seen what happened with the camel in Pakistan 2 days back?
No.
It was the breaking news yesterday.
No, I didn't see.
This stray camel walked into, no, not a stray camel, somebody's camel walked into somebody else's agriculture land. And this guy was upset, so he cut off one of the camel's leg. And then the whole country was arrest this guy. So they arrested him, put him in jail, and somebody built a prosthetic for the camel, and there was a whole big. It was the number one breaking news.
And like everyone here, if I was to start kicking pigeons or beating a dog, like people would interfere and react. But then,
this is where
but then,
everybody can
yeah,
see. That was in the
yeah.
middle of nowhere.
If it's behind closed doors, then people, and if it's like food animals, have you heard about this term called speciesism? It's kind of like racism, only or sexism. It's just like discrimination based on species. So people, even though, for instance, say dogs and pigs are quite like similar types of animal, but they're treated very differently. Yeah. So that's also, after going vegan, that's also like a wake-up call. You get more conscious about. Yeah.
So because I eat halal everywhere I go in Norway, a lot of people they don't understand that. So you have to tell them that I would prefer a vegetarian option or a vegan option to make it easier.
Yeah.
For the sake of conversation. Even though I do eat meat, but just to explain in different situations, that is easier to say.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you go vegan soon.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Han var stort sett enig og følte liksom ikke at jeg trengte å pushe han så mye mer. Han var mer sånn, jeg må lære meg mer om det, jeg må finne ut mer, ikke sant? Og da, noen ganger må man pushe, mens andre ganger er det kanskje lurt å ikke pushe for mye. Og jeg følte det siste før han reiste seg var viktig å si, det med å holde folk ansvarlige og få dem til å skjønne at valgene deres har noe å si. Det er jo på en måte det viktigste.